can't stop thinking about someone. Do they feel the same, or is it just your imagination? The connection between two people goes beyond the physical. There is an invisible energy that binds us, something science is only beginning to understand. Zen and Buddhist teachings reveal that our thoughts are not random. If someone constantly occupies your mind, there may be a deeper reason behind it. But what does it really mean? How can you know if this person feels the same way? In this video, we will explore the secrets behind this phenomenon and how you can use the power of your energy to transform this connection. Stay until the end, because I will reveal a powerful technique to help you understand what is happening inside you and regain control over your own energy. We've all been through this at some point. You go about your daily routine, but there's someone you just can't get out of your mind. No matter what you do, their image keeps appearing over and over again. But the big question is, are they thinking about you too? Or is it just an illusion of your mind? Zen and Buddhist teachings show us that the connection between people goes beyond the visible. There are energetic bonds that influence our thoughts and emotions, even without us realizing it. Science has even explored this mystery through quantum entanglement, suggesting that two minds can be connected regardless of distance. But how can you tell if it's a real connection or just an obsession created by your mind? Why do certain thoughts linger, refusing to leave? And most importantly, how can you take control of this situation instead of letting it control you? In this video, we will uncover the truth behind this phenomenon. And at the end, I will share an effective technique that will help you consciously manage this connection, elevate your energy, and attract what you truly desire into your life. So, stay until the end, because what you're about to discover could change the way you experience relationships forever. When someone constantly invades your thoughts, it's natural to wonder if they are thinking about you too. However, instead of seeking answers outside of ourselves, Zen and Buddhist teachings invite us to look within and understand how the mind truly works. Is it a genuine connection, or just a reflection of our own emotions? To understand this, we must explore the nature of recurring thoughts and their relationship with the energy we share with others. In Buddhism, it is said that the mind is like a river, always flowing, carrying thoughts, memories, and emotions. The more we hold onto an idea, the stronger the current becomes, pulling us along without control. When you think about someone constantly, it means you have created an energetic bond, whether consciously or unconsciously. This connection doesn't just keep that person in your mind, it can also influence your emotions. You may feel sudden joy or sadness without a clear reason, simply because your energy is aligned with theirs. Modern science has also explored this phenomenon. The concept of quantum entanglement, proposed by Einstein, suggests that two particles can remain connected regardless of distance. Similarly, the energy between people can stay intertwined even when they are physically apart. This is why, when someone has played an important role in your life, their energy may still be present within you, affecting your thoughts and emotions. However, Zen and Buddhist teachings warn us about the trap of identifying with our thoughts. We are not our ideas or emotions, we are the awareness that observes them. When you become obsessed with someone, it's because your mind has formed a habit of repetitive thinking, reinforced by attachment. The problem is that the more you try to stop these thoughts, the stronger they become. Buddhism teaches that attachment is the root of suffering. When you desperately seek to know if that person is thinking about you, you surrender your inner peace to something beyond your control. You allow your well-being to depend on someone else instead of cultivating it within yourself. That's why the first step to taking control of this situation is to detach from the need for an external answer. When you release the need for validation, you begin to reclaim your energy. This doesn't mean forgetting or rejecting your emotions. It means learning to observe them without being controlled by them. Buddhist monks practice mindfulness, a state of presence where thoughts arise and fade away without resistance. Through meditation, they learn to allow emotions to flow without identifying with them. If you truly want to know whether someone is thinking about you, first ask yourself why you need that answer. Is it fear of loneliness, hope for reconciliation, or do you feel incomplete without that person? These questions can reveal the real reason behind your obsession and help you break the cycle. Instead of focusing on the other person, start centering yourself on your own energy. When you achieve internal stability, you no longer need external validation. Ironically, the moment you release the attachment to an answer, that person may sense a shift in your energy and naturally gravitate toward you. So, the real question is not whether someone else is thinking about you, but rather, are you ready to reclaim your own power and stop depending on someone else's energy to feel whole? In the next part, we will explore how to change your vibrational frequency and connect with yourself to attract what you truly desire into your life. If you want to understand why you can't stop thinking about someone and whether that person is also connected to you, it's essential to examine the nature of energy and the mind through the lens of Zen and Buddhist teachings. On this path of self-discovery, you will learn that the mind can be either your greatest ally or your biggest obstacle, depending on how you handle your thoughts and emotions. Buddhism teaches that obsessive thinking is nothing more than a manifestation of attachment. The mind tends to cling to what it perceives as incomplete, seeking answers, closing unfinished cycles, and trying to find meaning in every interaction. When you can't stop thinking about someone, you are not actually thinking about the person themselves, but rather what they represent in your life. It may be a sense of love, security, or even a reflection of an inner void you are trying to fill. From an energetic perspective, when someone constantly occupies your thoughts, a vibrational bond has been formed between you. This connection may have developed through shared experiences, intense emotions, or simply the impact that person had on your life. On a quantum level, energy is never lost. It only transforms, which is why you might continue feeling their presence, even if they are no longer physically in your life. However, Zen and Buddhist teachings warn us that the mind is like a mirror. It reflects what is inside. If you constantly think about someone, it's because something within you resonates with that person. In some cases, it may be an unresolved emotion, a lesson yet to be learned, or even a projection of something you desire for yourself. This is why self-observation is a fundamental Buddhist practice, a technique that helps identify the root of these thoughts and release them without suppression or attachment. One of the most common misconceptions is assuming that just because someone is on your mind, they must be thinking about you with the same intensity. While energy can indeed flow between two people, the perception of this connection can be subjective. In many cases, what you feel does not come from the other person, but rather from your own need to keep that connection alive. When the mind clings to an idea, it reinforces it through habit. It's similar to hearing a song on repeat and later being unable to get it out of your head. This happens because the brain creates neural pathways that strengthen certain thoughts through repetition. The more you think about someone, the more deeply their image becomes ingrained in your mind, creating a cycle that becomes difficult to break. This is where the practice of detachment becomes essential. In Buddhism, detachment does not mean forgetting or ignoring. It means accepting without resistance. When you accept that thoughts come and go like waves in the ocean, you stop fighting them and begin to observe them from a higher perspective. It is in that moment that you regain control over your energy and stop being at the mercy of your emotions. If you truly want to know if this person is thinking about you, the key is not to look for external signs, but to shift your internal focus. Focusing on yourself, on your well-being and your own energy, raises your vibration, reducing the need for external validation. And paradoxically, when you stop searching for confirmation, life tends to bring the answers to you in unexpected ways. In the next part, we will explore a powerful technique to cut the influence of these thoughts and transform your energy, allowing you to attract the right person at the right time. If you've made it this far, it means that deep down you want to understand what to do with these persistent thoughts and how to manage the energetic connection that seems to bind you to someone. Zen and Buddhist teachings offer a perspective that can help you free yourself from this sense of restlessness and reclaim your inner balance. First, it's important to understand that thoughts are not absolute realities. They are merely projections of the mind. The way we interpret an experience depends on our beliefs, emotions, and level of consciousness. When you can't stop thinking about someone, Your mind is trying to close a cycle, resolve an unprocessed emotion, or recreate a sense of fulfillment that you associated with that person. Buddhism teaches that the root of suffering is attachment. When we cling to an idea, a desire, or a person, we resist the natural flow of life. This creates an internal struggle between what is and what we want it to be. Instead of accepting reality as it is, the mind keeps searching for reasons, asking, "Why can't I stop thinking about this person?" thus fueling the cycle of uncontrollable thoughts. To break this pattern, you must first practice mindfulness. Instead of suppressing the thought or fighting against it, simply observe it without judgment. Ask yourself, what emotion is behind this thought? Is it nostalgia, fear, love, insecurity? By identifying the root feeling, it becomes easier to let go of the need to hold on to the idea of that person. One of the most effective techniques in Buddhism is the meditation of release. If someone is taking up too much space in your mind, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and visualize their energy slowly drifting away, like a leaf floating down a river. Do not reject it. Simply let it go with gratitude, understanding that every encounter in life serves a purpose, but nothing is eternal. It's also crucial to remember that connection does not mean dependence. Many times we believe that if someone is in our thoughts, there must be an unbreakable bond. However, true emotional freedom comes when you realize that you can love without attachment and remember without being trapped in the past. Another fundamental Zen concept is fertile emptiness. The mind, like a garden, needs space for new seeds to grow. If a recurring thought occupies all of your energy, you leave no room for new experiences, relationships, or personal growth. Instead of obsessing over whether that person is thinking about you, shift your focus to what you can create in your own life. Buddhist teachings encourage us to cultivate gratitude. Instead of mourning someone's absence, be grateful for what that person taught you, even if the lesson came through pain. Every encounter leaves wisdom behind, and when you truly integrate the lesson, you no longer need that person's presence to feel whole. Finally, if you wish to transform this energy into something positive, practice letting go with love. This doesn't mean forgetting or blocking someone. It means changing the vibration with which you remember them. Each time that thought appears, instead of feeling frustrated, simply breathe and mentally repeat, "I release you with gratitude." As you do this, you will start noticing how the emotional weight begins to fade and your inner peace grows. In the next part, we will explore how these practices can not only help you let go of someone, but also attract what you truly need in your life. If you've made it this far, it means that deep within, you're not just searching for answers, you're searching for peace. Zen and Buddhist teachings remind us that the mind is like a river in constant motion, and thoughts are like leaves, floating in its current. You can't stop them from arriving, but you can choose whether to hold on to them or let them drift away. Constantly wondering if someone is thinking about you only prolongs attachment. True transformation happens when you stop looking for external signs and start connecting with yourself. Because in the end, what truly matters is not whether that person remembers you, but whether you have learned to remember yourself. When you release your energy from repetitive thoughts and detach from connections that drain your peace, something magical happens. You reclaim your power. And in that moment, without needing to force anything, what is truly meant for you will start to come effortlessly. Now tell me, are you ready to let go? Are you ready to trust that the universe has a greater plan for you? Leave your answer in the comments. Share this message with someone who needs it, and subscribe to the channel for more life-changing teachings. See you in the next video.